In 2020, Oregon embarked on a controversial experiment, decriminalizing the possession of small amounts of hard drugs. This bold move was encapsulated in Measure 110, which aimed to treat addiction as a public health issue rather than a criminal one. Oregon voters hope to reduce incarceration rates and offer a path to recovery for those struggling with addiction. The measure was seen as a progressive step towards addressing the root causes of drug dependency. However, the reality has proven complex, with mixed results. While some have benefited from increased access to treatment services, others argue that the lack of legal consequences has led to unintended consequences. Portland, the epicenter of this initiative, has seen both benefits and challenges. The city's struggle has ignited a fierce debate about the best way to address drug addiction. Supporters of Measure 110 point to the reduction in drug-related arrests and the potential for long-term societal benefits. Critics, however, highlight the rise in public drug use and the strain on local resources. As Oregon continues to navigate this uncharted territory, the nation watches closely, weighing the pros and cons of decriminalization. The outcome of this experiment could shape future drug policies across the United States. As Oregon grapples with its decriminalization experiment, voices are calling for a change. The state legislature is considering House Bill 4002 to recriminalize small amounts of hard drugs, marking a significant policy shift. It includes a tiered system of penalties and provisions for treatment and diversion programs. Proponents argue it balances accountability and compassion. They say it's necessary to restore order and address unintended consequences. Opponents believe it would further criminalize addiction and impact marginalized communities. Multnomah County, home to Portland, is at the heart of this contentious issue. The debate over drug policy reform has ignited passionate discussions among residents and officials alike. Commissioner Julia Brim-Edwards advocates for reevaluating the policy, stating Measure 110 alone is not enough. She believes that while decriminalization is a step in the right direction, it must be accompanied by robust support systems and resources for those struggling with addiction. Critics like Alicia Temple, a policy advisor, argue recriminalization would be a step backward. They emphasize that criminal penalties have historically failed to address the root causes of addiction and often exacerbate the problem by stigmatizing individuals. Joe Bazeghi from the District Attorney's Office emphasizes the need for more treatment options. He points out that without adequate treatment facilities and programs, decriminalization efforts may fall short of their intended goals. Portland's approach contrasts with neighboring counties like Clackamas and Washington, which focus on criminal penalties. These counties argue that stricter enforcement is necessary to deter drug use and maintain public safety. This highlights the complexities and lack of a one-size-fits-all solution. The debate encompasses a range of perspectives from public health advocates to law enforcement officials, each bringing their own insights and concerns to the table. The community remains deeply divided on the best way forward. Some residents call for more compassionate approaches that prioritize treatment and rehabilitation, while others believe that stricter penalties are necessary to curb drug-related issues. The path to a consensus remains uncertain, reflecting the broader national debate on drug policy reform. The intent behind Oregon's decriminalization was noble, aiming to reduce incarceration rates and treat addiction as a public health issue rather than a criminal one. However, the reality is proving to be far more complex and multifaceted than initially anticipated. Since the policy was enacted, the state has seen a significant surge in open-air drug use, particularly in urban areas like Portland. This has created visible and concerning changes in the community landscape. The increase in public drug use has led to growing unease among residents and business owners who are worried about safety and the impact on local commerce. Many feel that their neighborhoods are becoming less safe and more chaotic. Compounding these issues, overdose deaths have risen alarmingly, with over 1,000 recorded in 2022 alone. This stark increase has raised serious concerns about the effectiveness of the current approach. Critics argue that the policy has not only failed to address the core issues, but has also exacerbated the problems it sought to mitigate. They point to the rise in drug-related incidents as evidence of its shortcomings. On the other hand, proponents of the policy maintain that the real issues lie in the lack of adequate treatment options and the persistent stigma surrounding drug addiction. They argue that without addressing these fundamental problems, any policy will fall short. Different counties in Oregon are taking varied approaches to drug enforcement. Multnomah County focuses on treatment and harm reduction, Sheriff Angela Brandenburg of Clackamas County stresses zero tolerance for open drug use. District Attorney Kevin Barton of Washington County advocates for a balanced approach. These contrasting strategies highlight the complexities of addressing the drug crisis. The debate rages on with no easy answers in sight. What remains clear is that the path to addressing drug addiction is fraught with challenges and complexities. Only time will tell if Oregon's bold move will pave the way for a new approach to drug policy or serve as a cautionary tale for other states considering similar measures. Thank you for watching till the end. Stand up for free speech and help protect the free exchange of ideas online. Please like and subscribe to help us reach more viewers.